Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Dice Saga Hobby Hangouts. You have the trio, myself, Matt, and Sarah.
Hi. Full
Need
of
a drum
energy.
roll, but it didn't really quite work. Anyway, guys, so what hobby progress have you been doing? Matt, what on earth are you working on there?
Terrain.
Oh, hell.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he's been watching the Thundia preview and stuff like that, and
Oh,
wanted to get it all done.
Well, to be honest, I'm kind of disappointed that the terrain has like so much duplication, I guess. Because I mean,
Yeah, I
it
think
has
it's got
the
like three unique pieces, and one of them's like an endless spell.
hmm.
endless spell, endless monster, whatever you want to call that thing. It's cool looking, but it's also I don't know what to make of it.
Oh yeah,
If
there'll be plenty of different versions. Like people get it, integrate it into their armies and stuff like that. It's a really cool piece, but until we actually know what it does, I can't say whether it's a good or bad piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool though. Fair enough, I think, but I
To
just
be
like to
honest,
know what the heck
It'll
it's
be
supposed to do.
interesting if like armies that don't have their own monsters. I reckon it will have the monster keyword.
Yeah, because it meant
okay.
I mean they described it as half living or half endless spell, half monster or something like that.
Oh, we're getting
Yeah,
a evolution of spells here. Are they going to be bit more presence, or are they changing slightly? Because again, I've only glanced at it, to be honest, and we've spent
I
some
have
of
no
the
idea.
stream actually going through it. I think just having a
It
browse
sounds very
whilst
much like
the
it's
hobby.
going to be like a thing that they're going to do for each of the realms
yeah.
at
Okay.
some point.
Because from what I've read so far, it says when it gets summoned, it gets bound to a hero,
Yeah.
Right.
and whilst that hero is alive, you can control the spell as if it is one of your units.
Interesting.
So it can be used in like combat and stuff like that, and I guess to capture objectives and stuff like that, maybe. But if that hero dies, the spell becomes wild and it can start attacking your own
That's
units
pretty cool.
because I think the
Puts a
wild
tar-
spells
puts a
are
target on the
when,
hero's back, but
yeah, pretty much.
Essentially.
But when you've got again with like Nagash and Techlist, who can just go boom, a monster, and he's going to be really difficult to kill with like his ward saves and
hmm,
stuff.
yeah.
Then it's going to be difficult. But also same with like the slan mages and stuff like that.
Hmm. Yeah,
Well, it never
Chris,
Um,
said it has to be a mage. It could be any hero. It says, I think.
well, I guess so, but you wouldn't really want to put it on something that wasn't protected.
tough.
Like, I don't think you're going to be able to summon it and then bind it to Kragnos.
Hmm.
I don't see why not.
Well,
Be
I
best
hope not.
friends.
Best friends, yeah. I tell you what, I've already got planned for my version is I want it to look like I'm going to have it an orcish version, all green
Hmm.
wire energy and stuff coming from the crystal, but I
That's
want
pretty
the
cool.
dragon to look like a wyvern, so that it looks like you've brought a dead wyvern back from back to
Hmm.
life.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
So
I was looking at it and thinking like, how could I paint this? What should I do to paint it? So you got green on your side, I suppose. I'm still wondering
Mm.
what else would work really well with it. Because it looks pretty nice by itself, which is really unusual because you don't see very many good models in orange or yellow.
No,
so is this
look at all
the
these
realm
new bits
beasts?
and pieces.
Pardon
This
me,
is it,
Chris?
right? So this
The
is what
realm
we're
of
talking
beasts
about, right?
awaken.
Yeah, that thing. It reminds me of like the mounts that the Mortarks ride around on.
Yeah, it does a bit. I think I'm probably going to get it because I don't have any of the Thondia um, sets. I didn't buy any of the base sets that had scenery.
Oh, you
Hmm.
didn't? Oh well, I obviously did.
I've got a lot of
That's
the
pretty
I've
cool.
got the Beast Grave stuff as well. So I'm kind of thinking, maybe I can integrate the Beast Grave terrain onto it.
The Beastgrave terrain is actually really nice. I like it. It's just a tad small if you're going to use it for AOS.
What I'm going to do though is I'm going to make it as like maybe 2 or 3 pieces go onto a single base, so that it's not just a single little bit.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm interested
Christopher.
in the
So
book as well.
Christopher was hoping that they were going to show the 2 army books for the summer.
I don't think so. They probably won't start teasing them until after the Nighthorn and the Daughters of Cain one comes out.
Yeah, true.
Oh, is Daughters of Cain coming out next?
Yeah, it's a box set between the two.
Oh, right,
Daughters
right,
of
right.
Cain's getting like a new mortal unit, the one with
Oh,
like
are
the
they?
whip wrapped around them.
Oh. Well, they also have an Avatar of Cain that they can bring over from 40k.
No, they're not allowed to have that one. They can have their tiny version.
I'm still, regardless of all these like spells, it is pretty cool and stuff. But I'm still gutted that there's no endless spells for Idoneth. I thought
Well, there's not
Golden
even a
opportunity.
terrain piece for the orcs, so at least you get a terrain piece.
true enough.
But one person has argued when I mentioned that to them that the rogue idol technically a living terrain piece.
Yeah. And it's made of magic, so technically it's also an endless spell.
You know what? That's one thing that Matt, you and obviously Sarah as well with Idoneth. I need to start looking at the endless spells that are actually out there again.
Wait, there's
I'm
endless
not
spells
used to-
for Idoneth?
Yeah, just to see what I can choose that would help me kind of.
You've got the General's Handbook. They're in there.
Oh, you
that's
mean
what I'm
like the
on about. I can
generic
start
ones,
looking
right?
through it because it really just haven't looked at the end spells just because I've been using ogres for quite a while. So
If you do need them when we end up playing, I've got them all anyway. All
Yeah, same here.
except
I've
more
got
than
You
all
both
of them
have, so I'm
except for
sorted.
Ulgu. The only ones I'm missing is the Dremonids of Ulgish or whatever. That's the only one I'm missing.
Did you not buy the box set?
I bought them, I salvaged them off of eBay for like a really good price, but it was missing the Geminids. Probably because they're the only competitive endless spell.
Pretty much. They're really good in Maggotkin at the minute because they when they get cast by the Rotbringer sorcerer, they gain the Maggotkin keyword.
I have no idea. I just like them because they look cool. Like all my endless spells, I like almost never use them, or I have very, very little use for them. The only reason I do bring them out is Rule of Cool. That's quite literally it. I want to play some games where I just throw them out on the table and say they're wild, and just let them go.
So we got this new Nighthorn character as well, haven't we?
Oh yes. Oh, lovely, lovely. I like this one. He's a really good model.
It's a nice piece, but at the same time, I feel like they've already done that with the what was it, Lao Shan, the endless spell one.
Yeah.
Very similar idea.
It's that character as a model. That's it.
Pretty much.
Basically, they looked at him and was like, okay, so no one bought that box, so let's revamp him. Because I'm fairly sure no one bought that box. I don't even know what box
I just
that
want to
was
see
anymore.
him launch that Larkron or whatever his name is, just have them fighting side by side.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
You want boatmen? I'll give you boatmen.
All the boats in the world.
Christopher's
interesting,
enjoying
though,
the
that they've,
campaign videos so far, which is pretty good. And Fax Painter's joined. Evening. Let us know what all of you are working on. And Sarah, well, Matt, I know you're doing terrain. Sarah, I don't think we even covered this yet. Sarah, what are you working on? Anything?
I'm not even making Warhammer today.
Oh. Well, I can't say because I've not been doing Warhammer for a while.
I'm making bolt action today.
Ah,
Bolt
okay.
action. Didn't know you were into that.
When I went to like this thingy over the weekend, that was like raising money and stuff like that for the Ukraine. And
Oh,
one of the
okay.
things that they had was like a raffle, and you could win a little collection of bolt action miniatures. So I ended up winning a small Italian World War II force.
Yeah, saw that on your Insta. Cool.
Neat.
Got me 30 soldiers as well to make up.
Let me just do that. There you go. You can show us. You can show us properly now.
And Major General Enrico.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
I have actually put one variation of the tank together, which is this version.
Liking that.
Even has moving turret. Yeah.
Are you planning on playing that game, or is it more just?
I don't know.
assembling?
I'll put them all together, and I'll play some practice games. But I
Yeah.
don't think I'm going to be
Investing.
investing in it now.
Mm.
I mean, this was like 70 odd quid's worth of stuff, and I ended up getting it for really, really cheap because of the raffle prize. But
Cool.
it's gonna cost like another 30-40 pounds
Hmm.
minimum to get like the base book and the army book and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
Hmm. Always
And
use
then I've
them
got
as
to
like
find the time to learn
Kree
it.
commandos.
Hmm. Well, I'm just going to be working on Gwent to finish off the Spider-Verse box from Marvel United, and that's all those guys done. Well, for the Spider-Verse box. And yes, I'll show you later. But I've got all the Sarah, you'll know, but all the X-Men stuff. All of them have arrived now,
Okay.
which is
I've
awesome.
not started doing any like box openings or anything
No.
like that.
No,
It's still in a stack over here on the
Yeah,
other side.
mine's over there. Yeah. Oh dear.
It's so much though. There's so much stuff in that
There is.
set.
It is. It is insane. But yeah, I'll try and go through that box, I don't know, box by box or something, just to play the missions. And I still need to do that with the current one, to be honest, like Thanos, and obviously I haven't played that yet.
I'll bring mine
Not-
round. I've got all mine painted. It's fine.
No, that's cool. I was going to say I've got the Thanos box, but I've got all those ones, but I haven't actually painted them yet or anything. But yeah, no, well, to be honest, we've got plenty of time to start cracking on with all these, haven't we?
And we've got to do a Massive Darkness one next. Do a full video of the tutorial.
Definitely, that'd be cool. Christopher is working on Skaven Doomwheel.
Ooh, nice.
Fax Painter readying some 3D printer jobs. Back to painting next week. Very cool.
What is it? 3D printer jobs for yourself or for someone else?
Mm. Mm.
Oh, look at him. He's so good.
It does look pretty cool, right? Well, I'm still debating whether to continue with my Nighthorn, guys. I need to wait until the book comes out, see. Because obviously, as you know, I'm looking at getting rid of a few and stuff, so.
Are you planning on getting rid of your Nighthawns as well?
Possibly, yeah.
Hmm.
Just because I've got. I still have like 3 armies, so. After that. So, I mean, Mikeo have already boxed up now. I've took pictures. They're ready to be sold. I've got the Nighthorn, which I'm debating at this moment in time. But I've got that'll still leave me with my Sylvaneth, Ideneth, and Ogres. And then unpainted Stormcast.
If it makes your decision any easier, I have a full Nighthorn army. So if you ever did get curious, I'm going to be getting the book, and I'm also going to be getting all the models. So if you wanted to play Nighthorn, like casually or for one-offs or something, you
Which
can
it
just
will
borrow
be.
my army.
Yeah, it will be one-offs if we ever were. Well, if we were to do that. Fax Painter, all for
Oh,
me.
for me. Best way to do it. Get that plastic, get that resin printed.
Mm.
Be selfish.
All right, let's just sort this out. I feel shame for having it 3 armies. Yeah, Chris, to be honest, I did have more than that at one point. If you include 40k, this is going back, a decade now. But I used to have a ridiculous amount of armies. I mean, I think I've still got too many, just because of the amount of times I actually do play Age of Sigmar compared to the amount of armies I've got. I just don't. I need to invest in more of what I do have, rather than just keep buying new armies and not really developing them further. Where now I've got my Ideneth, and I'm just like, right, I need to get the Eidolon of Matlan, and need to get. I think, to be honest, I think that's it in terms of like to get a 2k point army there. I think I may even have a 2k point right now. I just need to assemble the eels, but yeah, I just want to have a bit more diversity in the army as well. So, and then obviously got Sylvaneth, and I've got ogres that I want to expand upon. So yeah, it's just basically having enough armies to, and obviously the time to actually play them as well. Because otherwise, it's like Skaven that I sold not too long ago. They were just sat there, not doing anything. And for me, I just need to get rid of them, kind of stuff. Because again, they were like a legacy army for me as well. So.
Yeah, basically I think since the start of this year, I haven't really bought that much. I bought like some stuff to finish off my goblins. I bought some stuff to finish off my Stormcast and some stuff for my Maggotkin, and that's basically just to flesh out army lists to finish them off. So I've got a lot of finished armies now. I've got a Demon one, Maggotkin, Nighthorn, Stormcast, Crawboy. Well, my Crawboys, I think I'm probably going to expand a little bit more. I want maybe 20 more Gut Rippers. So I've got 50.
Wait, you want 50 more Gut Rippers?
Yeah, 50 Gut Rippers. 2 units of 20 and 1 unit of 10.
Damn.
It's a big ass list.
That is indeed a big ass list.
I'm going for sort of like the the Vulture killer boss with Egomaniac, so that he can start just ripping wounds from other units instead of taking them himself. And with the killer boss and stuff like that next to them, even if they take like 10 casualties, they only lose 1 model by failing Battle Shock.
Yeah, that's good.
I really need to do my Slaves to Darkness army, get that to actually be something other than Legion of the First Prince, which seems to be the only Slaves to Darkness army worth playing.
Is it?
According to the
I've
meta.
not actually paid attention. Not been paying attention to the meta. Why has Slaves to Darkness been dropping off? I suppose like since they've changed the rules with Archaon.
It's like the Archaon's not as good now because he doesn't get the allegiance abilities like he was getting before. So like he's no longer useful in Blades of Corn. You can still use him, but you can't use Blood Tithe points on him.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
He also can't go into the likes of Nurgle armies and gain their allegiance abilities. Like imagine Archaon giving you disease points and stuff as well as doing all that other shenanigans. What was the other stuff? Yeah, and it's the fact that he's like 790 points as well. One of my friends took Be'lakor, just regular Be'lakor, in his Blades of Corn army, and because he couldn't do any summoning, because he couldn't like push any of his wounds onto any of the other troops, he just folded. Like my Great Unclean One just vomited over him, and he lost 6 wounds. And then I managed to kill enough stuff of his. He summoned a Bloodthirster, and then again my Great Unclean One vomited over that and did 8 wounds to it.
We haven't had that big of a scale where we've been playing. We haven't had a 2k point game for a while. Or yeah, have we not actually?
I wouldn't mind having one.
Yeah, no, same. It's mainly, but historically, it's just been time, hasn't it?
Yeah, that
think.
too, I suppose.
And if we have a 2k point army with thralls against zombies again, could be there for a while.
Or if you really, really wanted to, we could go 2 versus 2. Oh, I'll say 2 versus 1, and I'll bring like a 4K army of Orc war clans,
Oh,
and
damn.
you two
Oh, dear
can ally
lord.
your Stormcast and Ideneth.
Oh dear lord. Hilarious, but painful.
Alternatively, I could have my Zinch army, or my Legion of the First Prince army, and my Maggotkin.
That's yeah. I think if we're to do that, to be honest, I'd be interested, but we're gonna have to. That would be a big session, right?
It could be.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've read of some rules of how to make rounds a lot faster. If you really are in a time crunch for like mega large games, people can do things like mass combat, where you don't take turns activating, you just all activate all at once, resolve everything, and that takes the round over like pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm assuming that they're for like 4v4 kind of like big epic
Yeah,
sessions.
big epic games. That way you don't get tied down and have like 20-minute waits between people doing things.
Plus, we'd be playing more like not match play. What's the other one? Open
Narrative, open, yeah.
play. Because you just
Match
wouldn't
play
be
doesn't
able
really
to
tend to that.
get all of the battle tactics and stuff like that down.
Yeah, it wouldn't really work. Now, if you're just looking to have fun and not really care about like rules and balance and all that, then you have to kind of go open or narrative.
Mm-hmm. It'd be very cool if we did do the narrative and have like 2K of Iron Jaws and 2K of Bone Splitters finding their way to the Ideneth and thinking, oh look, we've got some new fish friends to bash, and then out come the bloody storm lads from the lightning.
Yeah, and then I'll just retreat back in the water.
Run away! Run away!
See you later, Matt. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fun to have like a narrative game, I think. Nice large narrative game for whatever reason.
Yeah. Good fun.
Plus, do you know what the great thing would be as well? It'd be an 8K painted game as well, because I've got my 2K of Iron Jaws and my Bone Splitters are all painted, and so is your Stormcast and
Nice.
Christine's Ideneth.
Yeah. Well, it will be soon anyway. Just need to do 2 eels. Up 2 units of eels. Oh, dear me.
What is going on with these YouTube ads?
I don't know. To be honest, I'm not even paying attention.
Inherited 2 of my friends' old hammer armies of orcs and goblins and high elves. 30 years of collections gone wild. Yeah. I'm trying to get back into collecting my dwarfs and getting a lot of the old orc and goblin miniatures.
So that Fire Slayer book that you got, then, are you actually getting into Fire Slayers?
I don't know, because the whole reason why I got even the Caradron models that I've got is because of Jakob Bugmanson when he came out. And one of the characters that I really liked from the original Fantasy Dwarfs was Joseph Bugman.
Oh, yeah.
And I kind of wanted to try out a Caradron Overlords list painted up in the style of classic Bugman's Rangers. And their whole background was that they were descendants of the Bugman Rangers, headed by Jakob Bugmanson. And they were basically armed to the teeth with guns and the armoured airships, purely not for military purposes, but for the purposes of delivering ale to people on the battlefields around the realms.
A noble cause.
And the Fire Slayers are basically Troll Slayers.
Yeah.
And I've got Gotrek, who I really
Ooh,
want to paint at some point.
Ooh.
And I kind of thought
I've
it'd be
got
nice
Gotrek
to
as
have
well.
like a small contingent of Fire Slayers painted up in all of the classic blue tattoos and stuff like that with the orange hair. And what I might have a go at doing on a couple of them is trying to green stuff some pants onto them, so that you can do those white and blue striped pants that they all used to have.
Right, yeah. They're all very
Just
old
tattoo
school.
it on. Just tattoo the pants on.
Just tattoo
Yeah.
it on.
As soon as you said green stuff, though, you lost me because I stay clear about anything like that.
Did you see my troll that I've been converting?
Well,
Troll? No.
if you put it on Insta, would it?
I have him behind me here. I don't know if you can see him
What kind
very
of
well.
crazy shenanigans are you doing with that?
Sorry.
So I had,
That's
the
Enhance. Enhance.
I haven't got much enhance on this. This doesn't have like a zoom function or anything on it, but like his belly was all made from green stuff, so it looks like he's sat down. I put the mountaintop, which is a spare mountain from one of the Avalor Lord of the Mountains things, and then I green stuffed all of the rocks and stuff like that on his back.
Bloody hell. It's looking good. So, yeah.
He's a heavy miniature, I can tell you that.
He looks quite chunky.
He is compared to the other ones.
He looks
I
very
think the warrior
Zen
one that I've done,
Buddha-ish.
he's quite thin because he's based on sort of like a slug-off. The other one that I did, what was he called? Deadeye, the one with the crossbow. He's based mainly off like the old rock guts. I tried painting him like the old rock guts from Orcs and Goblins, where they were all blue. And this one is supposed to be like a shaman type character, but because he sits around all day just musing to himself and helping all the wildlife, he's quite a chunky old
Chunky boy.
trog.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think, so look, Christopher says, awesome conversion.
Thank you very much. If you go to my Instagram, you can see some closer up pictures.
There you have it.
I am going to be taking some, I think tonight I'm going to try and see if I can finish off his base, just like put all the dry brushing and stuff like that on it, get it ready to paint the actual miniature itself. And I'll take a picture and put that up, because I haven't put one up in a couple of days. Not since I did my Pot's Knot.
No, I saw that.
He's kind of getting painted at the minute. He's very, very luminous.
Yeah. No mistakes will be made.
Alright.
I'm going to start putting together this alternate version of the tank now. See if I can get that done at least tonight.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get as much done with Gwen as I possibly can, to be honest.
She shouldn't be that hard to paint, right?
Huh?
She shouldn't be that hard.
No, not at all. I mean, I'm just making good progress now. It's just the tiredness equals mistakes equals going over things again. Whoops. Okay, so it does go all around her backside, so let's do it.
Did you have a watch of any of the other Adepticon previews other than the Age of Sigmar stuff?
I
No,
watched
but I
the
did
Chaos
hear.
one.
That's what I was. Sorry, Matt. Go on.
Nah, I just watched the Chaos one afterwards, and that's about it. It's the only ones I was interested in.
I did see Chaos. Is he getting 2 runes now?
Oh yeah, it only took like a lifetime for it to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I
and I
was
saw a
hoping they'd
few.
actually show something, but they didn't, so that's kind of annoying.
They kind of showed you a few little snippets of
It's
things, but no actual models.
yeah.
Do you happen to be interested in perhaps the purchase of a Chaos Army?
Honestly, like, I don't know if I have the time nor the space to start a 40k army.
Well, this is why I was asking, because I'm actually selling my Chaos one,
Oh, are you? Why?
and it's all fully painted.
That saves time.
Well, still doesn't solve my issue of not having space.
Once you have the models, you'll find the space. That's how it works.
I wish
Like sales
my
pitch.
life was like that.
In fact, I'm going to be having a game against Josh soon. For
Yeah,
kill
you're
team.
doing kill team?
Just kill team, just to give that a go.
What are
I've
you
always
gonna
wanted just to give it a go, and if it's enjoyable, great. If it's something not too fussed about, then even better, because then I can just move on from it.
What armies are you using?
Huh?
What armies are you going to be using?
I think I'm going to use the not Imperial Guard, what they called the guys who came out in the first kind of iteration of it.
The first
I don't
iteration?
know what they're called.
Not the quick
So-
commandos, right? That's the
Yeah,
Oh,
that-
the
yeah,
Creed
exactly.
guys.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give those a go, just to, because I think Josh said he's basically painted all the warbands. He's got a good number. He's got Tau as well, and others which I'll be interested in. But yeah, I'm just gonna give them a go and just see how it goes. I mean, if you enjoy it, awesome. But then, if I don't,
Well, then it doesn't matter,
no harm
does it?
done.
No harm, no foul.
No. But then, if I do enjoy it, then there's going to be a ton of harm done when I get the Imperial Guard box set. And I mean, obviously, I'm not investing in an army. It will be just boxes, so it will be like conversions and stories, backstories from all, and other bits and bobs for the thing. It's basically going to do like an alien themed thing, for obvious reasons.
Or what you could do is wait for the Necromunda Ash Wastes expansion.
Why is that? Was that communicated or something? Or what?
Yeah, that was at Adepticon as well.
Oh, okay. I need to check it out.
It looks really, really nice. If there's one thing that I can say about Necromunda, it's that they really go all out on the scenery.
Hmm.
I do have an Escher gang as well, which I've not painted yet.
Oh, speaking of which, I have a bunch of Warcry things I haven't painted yet. I should really get on that. So much to paint, so little time.
That's another thing as well. It's like, when you're saying about like investing in armies before and the painting aspects. I mean, I enjoy painting, but painting a whole other army when I've got so many, like obviously board games exploding at the moment, so I won't mind painting some of those up as well. So like buying a whole brand new army, I'm like, ugh, I don't think so. So that's why Kill Team is appealing as well.
It's easy to just get out, set up, and then put away again.
Oh yeah, because I mean it's like Talisman Batman as well. I won't mind painting some of the Batman obviously, and then the supervillains in that as well at some point. So that'll be just fun. And obviously then you got all
The
the
thing
Marvel
about
United
board
stuff.
games and stuff, like you're doing heroes, they're single characters. You don't have to worry about doing loads of units. You don't have to worry about
Yep.
monopose, like or anything like that. So it's a bit more enjoyable. Other than uniqueness to it,
That's
it makes
why.
it a lot better.
Yeah, that's why Matt, I've just been enjoying it so much recently with painting them because they're done. Once you know, what I mean, it's like for the board game purposes, people obviously use them, enjoy them, and yeah, obviously it's just that's it. You move on. You just enjoy it. Then you don't have to think about I'm gonna have to buy, like rules changing,
Maybe
for an
3 units of
example, or brand new
these,
units
4
coming
units
out
of
models.
that.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I've got to buy all this new stuff now. Like, oh, no. But you know what I'm like as a painter. I'm very I'm simplistic to the point. Let's just get it done. Christopher, well, got to go now. Bye, guys. Take care, mates. Thank you for joining,
See you again.
obviously, and have a good evening. Sorry, Matt, did you say something?
Yes, the meaning of life, but you missed it, so too bad.
No. What was that?
Exactly.
I think I don't know whether it's just me or I don't know whether the mic broke up. I don't know. Sorry, did you hear that?
It broke up a little bit.
Ah, I'm sorry then. I said I revealed the meaning of life, but you missed it, so it doesn't matter anymore.
Gutted. Absolutely gutted. The one and only time.
Yep.
Such wisdom. Oh, balls. I just realised I painted his shoes when I shouldn't have. Well, not that colour anyway. Matt, by the way, have you got a cold there, mate?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, sounds it.
Just right.
Again,
No,
the
I
wife's
started
full of
getting a
cold
bit
as
of a
well.
cold in my throat.
Can you guys still hear music?
Yeah.
Cool. Always good to know, yes, yes.
Are we still on for the 9th for another
Oh, epic session, yep.
epic session of Twilight Imperium? This time getting ever closer to learning the proper rules.
Well, to be honest, we are bang on. It's just that little bit there. Because I've been listening to a few podcasts and watched a few more videos on it and stuff, and people, even still now, like, they're saying that there are times when, well, they've been playing it for like 2 years. Obviously not like every day for 2 years, but and they say like, oh, we've been playing it wrong all that time. So, but no, honestly, we are pretty much there now in terms of rules. I always found the strategy phase a bit odd, and then the way we did it, and now we know how to do it. It makes it a lot better.
Yeah,
It makes a lot more sense as well.
because it was always really annoying when, you're waiting for a secondary to come round to you, and then somebody else pops their secondary, and it's like, oh, God's sake, now I have to choose.
And then obviously it goes then the player's turn. It goes back to that player who played the activation card as well, and like the strategy card. And really, it's not like that at all. It should go to the next player in initiative order to play their turn.
Yeah, because technically that was their turn to play that card.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. We should have 5 players, maybe 6.
Maybe 6.
Yep.
Wow,
So-
that's going to be a crazy game. Imagine if it does turn into like a 50-50 alliance.
Well, this is it. I think if it's 6 player or 5 player, I think there's going to have to be some form of alliance. I think because I think well, Jono said he's going to change his game as well in terms of how he plays because for a good number of games, Jono kind of lags behind point wise. He's always mid-table or like around the 6th victory point mark where all of us are near like like in the 9s or 10s and even winning the game at times. So I think he's trying. He didn't say aggressive, but he's not going to be as defensive because everyone knows how he plays. Now,
Yeah.
He's fully admitted it now. He's like, everyone knows how he plays, so he needs to change tact a bit. So yeah, I think he's going to be the pirate guys. But yeah, there's 6 people. So I asked my mate Mark. He isn't able to join that day, but Jono said he may have someone from his work who could join, which would be cool.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, that'll be a good long sesh.
Does having
Oh,
more
yeah,
players
Did you catch that, Sarah?
Hmm?
What Matt said? Did you hear him?
I didn't know.
I think
What did he say?
I think I caught the gist. It was pretty. I think Matt was saying that the more players you have, the longer it is, kind of thing. And
Yeah.
in generally, yeah, just because obviously the players are taking their turn is pretty much the only reason. The size of the board gets slightly bigger, but not by much, to be honest. So it's going to be more conflict discussions because objectives are still the same, but yet there's more players in the space. So it's going to be intriguing to see these alliances form and discussions had and trade and all that kind of stuff. Now that'll be a good time to play the Lion Folk.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Open up trade with everyone.
And the great thing is as well, they can trade anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Anybody want an action card?
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
I'd like to see how the Arbor work like that as well, because they'd be quite interesting, where they don't spread with troops.
you know what? I'm going to be quite interested to see who Josh picks because Josh has won the last. Well, I won't say he hasn't won the last 2 games. Has he? No, because you weren't there for the last game, were you, Sarah? So Josh won
No.
that one. The one before that, Josh wasn't there. It's you, me, and Jono, and I won that one. The one before that, Josh won because he ended up gunning straight for Megasol Rex, and we all.
Yeah,
didn't-
that was a really quick game.
Yeah, we didn't really take. But now I'm going to truly take Josh as a threat. Because I think he's won the most now out of all of us. With 2 wins.
I only won the first one, and that was because we didn't know how to play initiative.
I know, damn it.
Don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing for me, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, well, to be honest, the very first game me and Jono was on holiday, we can't really count that. Although I did win it, but we can't really count that. Just because of with the rules we're totally wrong, and also it's 2-player. And the third play we just did is like an APC, not NPC, sorry, kind of thing. So we just kind of winged it to try and figure out what the rules were and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, they've only won the 1 game, so I've come close in a lot of games, apart from one where Josh just steamrolls all. But I'm always at the top fighting amongst it. It's just, yeah, it's need to. I don't know. I think sometimes it's like Josh. When I see him building up a force and he's ready to attack, sometimes I just hold back and I'm like, because if I commit to Josh, then Jono might come after me, and then because especially last game when there were two war suns right on the border, and I was like, from Jono and Josh, and I was like, well, if there's clear indication there that they're either being defensive, they're happy with what they've got, but if they end up attacking me, then I'm pretty much, screwed either way. So I could take on one of them, but both of them, no chance. So yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. 6 player, none of us are going to have a clue how it's going to work. As in, like, the mechanics, just because there's so many different people. Then sorry, Matt, I don't know whether your mic's working again.
Nah, probably not. Don't worry about it.
No, there you go. I heard you then. Yeah, same, Matt. We should, as we said, as we talked about it a while ago, but get you involved at some point down the line. Not necessarily in long games like that, but in games that you could actually fit in.
Well, we'll see. Time is not on my side at this
No,
point.
no, exactly.
I think you'd enjoy a good game of Massive Darkness. A little bit of RPG style stuff.
Bit of fantasy.
How long does it last?
A couple hours maximum.
Ooh, that's
It's
that's
less
a hefty-
it's less time than you would spend playing a game of AOS.
really. AOS already takes quite a bit of time.
But it's less time than that.
Okay, fair enough. We'll see. We'll see. It's just finding the time, finding the right timing.
The right time is now. Seize the opportunity.
There's your legendary Blood Knights, Matt.
Oh, yep, they failed. Failed hard.
Their claim to fame.
I'll get them. I'll make some better use of them next time.
No, I know you will. That's the thing. That's why I'm rubbing it in now, because they know full well you're going to come at me again, and they're going to absolutely tear through.
Well, we can only hope.
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Next time.
Boom, bada boom. Right. Gwen.
D&D.
Right.
Are we ever gonna play D&D again?
That's my answer to that.
And those are some interesting noises.
As in, like, yes, I'd like to, and it's again just getting the people. Are we doing like campaign? Are we doing a one-off story? Are people even interested to doing a one-off story? So far, Josh and Jono are inclined to play, but at the same time, Jono's timing at night isn't great, where weekends is better, and then with you, nights are better, weekends not so much. So it's just finding the right time for a session.
Well, weekend night.
Weekend nights. Possibly. I think that might work. I'm seeing him on Saturday anyway, so.
And here I am, just free all the time.
There you go. That's the way to be, isn't it?
Mostly.
Well, actually, yeah, I was going to say not exactly all the time, Sarah.
I have friends.
I was on about your gym as well and everything.
Well, yeah. Hey, the gym that I'm going to on Saturday is right up by you as well.
I've not been to the gym.
I'm surprised since there is a gym like right next to you as well.
Gym right next to me?
Yeah.
Which one?
Where?
Diagogi.
Which one?
The Agogi.
Yeah.
So you know when you come out of your
This is my gym.
that's your gym. So you know when you come out of your road, like as in the housing estate and stuff, and you turn right to get towards the bridge. You stop at like a T junction and turn right where there's like a zebra crossing.
Yeah.
Directly in front of you, in that little area there, is the Agogi gym.
Isn't that a boxing or something? Not boxing. It's not like a full-on gym though, is it? It's like a.
Yeah, it's a proper gym.
Uh,
Yeah.
Tells you how much interest I've got in it. I can't. There's another gym as well. It's further. It's on Liverpool Road, and then there's another one which is what do you call it? Like a little boxing gym there as well on that road. And I'm just like, oh yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, I've tried the gym before. When I used to get up like 6 in the morning and go to the gym, because when he lived in like an actual town centre, like actually in the town centre, used to just walk to Pure Gym. Pure Gym, I think it's called. And
I used to live right across the road from Pure Gym.
what do you mean in town centre?
Yeah.
Dutton
You know
Court.
the block of flats that's like
Yeah.
on the opposite side? I used
Same.
to live in there.
Dutton Court.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, really?
Well, there you go.
We could have been neighbours.
Exactly, yeah. You think you've been a noisy neighbour? Were you the neighbour smoking weed? I don't know.
No, that wasn't me, but I was the one buzzing them in.
Alright. Yeah, lived at Dutton Court for probably about 4 or 5 years, I think it was, or 4 years even. Oh, it might be, I don't know, 4 max, I think. How long ago was that now? Been here 4 years.
I lived on the bottom floor.
Yeah, same here, ground floor, yeah.
Then we could have been neighbours nearly.
Ah, that's crazy.
Like, you know when you come in the front door, you go through like the secondary door. On the left-hand side, there's like the utility room that had all of the electric.
Which block are you talking about though as well? Because there's as soon as
Oh,
when
right,
you turn
okay.
left into Dutton Court.
So you go into Dutton Court, and
Yeah.
it's the first right.
I think mine was if you go straight down, mine was on that right. Because it's like a little car park, isn't it? If you turn into Dutton Court, you go straight down. Just obviously, like the way you obviously park your cars. Mine was on the right hand side. I used to go through the door that way. I think it's like a back exit. I think it was a fire exit probably that I went through, just because the place where I stayed was literally right on the end.
Then I might have seen you.
Could have been. It was well. I lived there over 6 years ago now. 7 years ago is when I lived there.
I lived there 7 years ago.
Is it?
This guy creepy now.
Oh,
Stalking
come on.
you.
There we go. Some craziness, I tell you. Oh man, that is wild.
So there you go. We probably knew each other and didn't even know it yet.
Exactly.
Little did we know the board game adventure we would be going on.
Exactly that. That's insane. That. Yeah, I've been. I've lived there for about 3-4 years. I think it's number 36. I think it was.
Number 36.
36 rings a bell, so it must be.
I can't remember which one we were.
No. Yeah, 36
Yeah,
doesn't come up.
we were like if I was to look out of the bedroom window,
Yeah.
I could see Papa John's right across the road.
Oh, right. So you'd have been right at the front bit there.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so I was all the way in on the right at the very end corner.
Oh, okay.
Round corner flat on the very end. As soon as if you go straight down to the bottom, I was there. But yeah, Papa John's, they were good stuff. That I used to go there quite a lot.
So did I.
Yeah, we went to Pure Gym as well across the road. Just wake up at 6 in the morning, go Pure Gym, and then go to obviously or drive to Manchester
right
for
after.
bloody work. Oh, those were the days, eh?
Yeah, we had some noisy upstairs neighbours though, so I think that was
Yeah.
one of the key reasons why we ended up not staying.
Yeah. So my neighbours were not too bad upstairs, although they did go through a period of, I think it was about 3 weeks or so, where I'm pretty sure they must have just got like a gym set or something, because dear lord, like you could hear him like, either jogging or working out or doing something, and it wasn't other things. It was definitely a gym set. And then so I think they were, but clearly after about 3 weeks or so of doing it, they were like, oh, I'll sod this, and then the noise stops.
Perfect. Ours didn't. Our neighbours upstairs had a kid. Unfortunately, they didn't get rid of that.
Oh, dear. Oh, Cedar, you're having a joke, mate. Cedar's there saying, wait, don't call Papa John's. I used to work there about 7 years ago. That is nonsense. You're just listening to me and Sarah now, I tell you. Well, that is crazy, that though. Yeah, man. Wild. It was meant to be. Let me see the. Hey, didn't even know you were in chat. I think he's just come on now. I think he's left now. He's just basically saying, he just came on, listened to that little bit, types away, and then like, all right, that's me done.
I've trolled them. My job is done. There we go. That's both variations now of the tank.
All right, Cedar is saying, honest, I used to need the dough. Yeah. I need photographic evidence of that, because I think you're actually pulling our legs.
To be honest, though, like where that place was, that was a pretty sweet place, though. If you wanted to just go into town or and for shopping and stuff, with Sainsbury's, Lidl, all that type of stuff, like right nearby.
Definitely.
Saved so much money on petrol having to go to work and stuff.
No, well, for me, I worked in Manchester, so I had no choice. But
oh well, there you go.
Yeah.
But still, at least you weren't too far away from Central.
No, I drove.
Oh, well, just making things harder for yourself.
People hanging around with people on a train? Are you kidding me?
Chris is way above that.
No, I did do that when I lived in Chester for 4 years, and then that was I used to get the train to Manchester every day. It's been cost me like £15. It's a joke. And then there was one point actually where I used to get it from Birchwood to Manchester, and those trains that went from Birchwood to Manchester were so bad.
That's what I have to get on now. I have to get on those trains.
Yeah. It's like just like they need to put some oil on those tracks. Something is like I've been squeaking all the way, and like no aircon whatsoever, especially during summer. It's like, ooh.
Oh yeah, they are absolutely the worst. Like, I've been on the tube during during summertime.
Oh yeah.
And like even the tube, because of them having the windows open and the air rushing through, that was still cooler than some of those trains.
True, but even still, though, I've similar to that. London, the tube was flipping in summer, even with the windows down, it's just like warm air blowing into your face, and we're like, oh yes, disease, lovely. All the dust, everything's like, oh, it's like feeling like
it's one of the things that I
grime.
didn't like about wandering around London, especially when it was so hot, was you ended up getting back and you could feel the dirt all over you.
Seriously, blowing. If you ever
grime.
go on a tube blow your nose afterwards, and a black will come out. There's no joke.
Ugh.
Dirt is just so rank. Yeah, the joys of working in London for a little bit, not for long, for like a few weeks, but I was like, oh, gross. Let's say I'm not a fan. There you go. I'll be diplomatic.
Not a fan of that there, London. Got a hotel around about that time as well. It's summertime when it was really, really hot. Had air conditioning in it. Oh
Okay.
my god, it was beautiful.
It's
It was
heaven.
like just sitting in a fridge.
Yeah. Right, well, I'm just painting. I'm just doing layers of white at the moment for Gwen. See that? Been here for a bit, busy assembling, so didn't have a have a free hand to type. No worries, no worries at all. Sorry, I can't remember whether I said this, whether I was telling you this, but not every hobby hangout, but some hobby hangouts, I might actually just. I'll circle back to that. So, Virgin Media may be coming in my area soon because I saw the van pulling up outside, and I was like, "Oh yeah, better internet." So, I'm hoping that I'll be a lot quicker in terms of like uploading videos and content and doing everything else a lot quicker than what I'm doing right now. The buffering
It's not
speed
so much
and
that. It's having the space on your phone to be able to do it.
oh no, I've got plenty of space. I have cleared the phone. There's a
Who needs wedding photos? Who needs special memories?
Well, for me, yeah, who needs photos really? I mean, come on. In honesty, I don't even look at them. I haven't got a single photo hung up in the house.
Really?
Yeah, it's just me and Josh. Me and the wife aren't really asked. We see them every day. Other people, yeah, they're in the memory log. That'll do.
In the memory log. In the old
In the old noggin.
brain up there.
Yeah.
The old
Yeah,
brain
no,
man.
with every house or apartment we've had, oh, not house, but every apartment we've had in this house, we've never had a single photo on the wall of family or anything.
Cool.
Yeah, just not really. Well, yeah,
Not your thing, I
Awesome.
guess.
yeah. See him every day, near enough. So not every day, but every other day. Don't want to see him every day on the wall. Not like I dislike him or anything, but just not kind of what we do. Although I've got to admit though,
Content, Massive Darkness. Love
huh? Oh yeah, no,
all
yeah.
that content for Massive Darkness. Just changing it back to board games.
Yeah, of course. Before I go on a rant.
You are sorry?
Before I go on a rant of some sort. Yeah, that's sometimes when I get going, you're gonna have to try and redirect my conversation. to flow.
Reel him back in.
Yeah, reel me back in before I lose all shit. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that Massive Darkness and Nemesis eventually as well.
Having another game of Nemesis this Friday.
What, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So the first time we played it, everybody died because we were wandering around like morons and ended up, having so many aliens pop up that we just couldn't survive.
Yeah.
That is
And
how
then-
you die in horror movies. Yep.
Oh yeah, banging around in the rooms and stuff like that. Aliens knew exactly where we were, popped up out of the walls, and killed us. In the
Yep.
second one that we played last week, we got really, really unlucky with revealing the rooms, and all the rooms that I was in, down in like the third floor, was on fire, and then the janitor
Wow, that's
cobbled
really bad
together a
luck.
flamethrower and then started blasting the aliens as they turned up. But because he was rolling double aim dice and stuff like that, he ended up continuously setting rooms on fire as he was burning the aliens. And then an event happened that caused all of the rooms that were on fire to spread fire to the next rooms. And there were so many rooms revealed and so many rooms on fire that we ran out of fire markers, which meant that the game instantly ended with the facility exploding.
Neat. That's hilarious. That's a hilarious chain of events.
I was like, okay, I'm the only one down here on the third floor. I should be okay here. Go into the first room. Oh, it's on fire. I guess I'll go into the next room. Oh, this one's on fire. And then I managed to get into the third. I was like, I'll stay here. It's fine. I'll just search the room and I can take 1 damage from the fire. That's fine. Next turn, I find the backup power generator to start turning the power on. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is awesome. Then an event occurs. And it caused a malfunction in that room, which meant that I couldn't turn the power back on. So I was like, okay, whilst I'm trying to get my action card to be able to get rid of the malfunction, I'll just have a little wander around the other rooms in this level. Going to the next room, it's on fire. Then I go into the next room, and there's a malfunction in that room, and I'm like, what is going on?
I sense a theme here.
Then the janitor comes down to the third floor to try and help with, trying to speed up the process of repairing the backup generator, getting the power back on. But he gets an alien attack. And what happens? He attacks it with his flamethrower and sets the room on fire.
Well, that's not
So
great.
my character just ended up as that little meme. Just, this is fine. This is fine. Aliens running around. Everything's on fire. Computers are malfunctioning. Everything's fine. We'll get out of this. Event. Fire spreads. Oh dear.
This does sound like a good game, doesn't it? I thought you guys only met up like once a month.
Yeah, we do. We've played on 2 Fridays so far, previously, and this Friday will be the 3rd Friday.
I said you didn't say you played last week.
Yeah, on Friday.
So you're playing this Friday as well?
Yeah.
That's twice a month, though, isn't it?
No, 3 times a month.
Oh, you play 3? I thought you said you only played 1.
Oh, no. We were going to do that originally.
Right.
But the group really wants to play Nemesis.
Oh, awesome.
So we've ended up finding a group of at least 4 people to play it every
seems to be
week.
5. I'll be able to squeeze in. I said that before. I'll be able to squeeze in at least.
We actually have 5 this week, so we could have a team of 6.
There you go. Well, eventually. Can't commit to it, obviously, as much as every Friday, but we can do at least 1 probably for.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And I've got enough. If we had to, because at the minute we're still trying to learn the rules, so we're just playing with the base characters. But I've got an additional 5 characters to play as well.
Cool.
So we've got 11 to choose from in total.
Sweet.
I really want to be the medic.
Medic? Yeah, it does look cool. Saw the mini when you brought it around, and on in our video. If you haven't checked it out yet, we've got tons of board game content. Go check it out. Do all that stuff,
including all the Nemesis stuff.
Indeed, yes. We don't just do AOS anymore. We also do board games. Please check it out and review and comment and advise and let us know if there's any board games you'd like to see. There you go.
I'm trying to get the right one. There you go. This beautiful video here with my hands. which is Tiny Epic Dungeons.
It is. Ah, jeez, I need water, I think. I'll be back in a sec.
No worries. So Matt, when we're playing? When we're playing? I don't know if your sound's gone off or not again. Or you might just be ignoring me, that's fine. That's fine. Is your headset okay, Matt?
Is my headset okay? I don't know.
Oh, there you
guys
go.
Can't hear me, so
Can't see if your lips are moving or anything like that.
yeah. Oh, is Chris off? Yeah, I'm intermittently coming in and out because, well, my daughter's crying. She fell out of bed, so
Oh,
I might run upstairs sometimes, depending on whether or not she can get back to sleep on her own or not. Where'd Chris go?
he just said he was going to be back. I think he's gone to get some more paint water or something.
Ah, gotcha.
So now I'm going to put together a unit of 5 Italians. I don't actually know what their weapons are that they can have, so I'm just going to make them with whatever the heck I feel like.
Wait, bolt action. What is that? World War One or two?
World War II.
I'm sure they must be using like las guns at that point or another, right?
I know. I've seen one. I'm pretty sure one of them has like a plasma launcher.
I would imagine so.
Yeah, what I was saying before was, when's our game? When's our next game?
Wait, what?
When's our game going to happen? Our Stormcast versus whatever game?
I don't know. That's a very good question. We've never actually played together. Have we actually played AOS together before?
No, we've played small Path to War games, but we've never actually played, Path to Glory games. And we've played Warcry, but we've never actually played
Warcry, yeah.
Age of Sigmar against each other.
Interesting. Probably because I'm just terrified of fighting your orcs.
They're not that tough. It's alright.
You what, mate?
Have you?
I'm only saying it now because I can.
I found out I was playing one of my rules wrong for the army the other day. So
Savage Orcs.
the way that the rule is worded is it says when you make a charge roll with this unit, you can add +1 to the hit and wound rolls of stickers or the tusks. And the way that I read it was that you picked one or the other to add the +1 to. But apparently, because you're supposed to roll each attack separately and resolve each attack separately, you're supposed to apply that rule to each attack. So you start with one model, you start on the attacks with the stickers, and if you're attacking with a sticker, you get +1 to the attack and +1 to hit and +1 to wound if you charged. And then once you've done with the sticker attacks, you move on to the mount, which is the boar, and use the tusks and hooves. And it says you apply it to the tusks, to the stickers, or the tusks and hooves. So because you're now attacking with the tusks and hooves, you increase that as well by +1 to hit and +1 to wound. And what I was doing was only doing one or the other, depending on which one I had more attacks with. And you can apply it to both. So my orcs, my boars, have been hitting at half strength for God knows how long.
Are you sure? Because it does sound like the way you've been doing it sounds right. Because if the rules say or, then you should choose
Yeah,
one of them, I would imagine.
It's to do with the way that it's worded and how you're technically supposed to resolve every attack one at a time. You're not supposed to roll like all of your attacks at once. People do that purely to get through the game quicker. Same with saves. You're technically supposed to save every single wound as and when it's applied to you. But other people find how many wounds have been inflicted and then roll all the saves.
Time saver.
But it's the same with this one. If you think of it in terms of rolling all the attacks at once, then it's almost as if you do have to pick. But when you're applying the attacks one at a time, you're considering how the rule applies to it. And it's you apply it to the sticker or the tusks. So when you're doing the stickers, you're not applying it to the tusks, you're applying it to the stickers. When you're doing the tusks, you're applying it to the tusks, not the stickers.
Sounds like a lot of tusks and stickers.
It begs the question, why don't they just say and?
Exactly.
Apply to both.
Exactly. And that's where the confusion comes from, because it doesn't make sense as it's written.
Yeah, just... I don't know, whenever I see the word or, I usually means you pick one, but
But apparently it doesn't in this case. I'm not saying it's like the only case. I'm pretty sure it's the same with all those instances. But I took the stance of it says or, so you choose. But plenty of people have said no, that's not how it's intended.
Weird.
I don't mind. It means I get more attacks. That's great.
No, of course.
I need all the attacks I can muster to get rid of those flipping eels.
It is what it is.
Okay, I think my daughter's still awake. I think I will get going. I will catch you guys.
See you again.
Did Matt I didn't catch what Matt said. What did he say?
Oh, he says his daughter's crying, so he's going to have to pop off.
Oh, okay. Fair point.
We'll have to have another game at some point. I played Nurgle versus Khorne over the weekend, and that was really interesting. Nurgle just did not want to leave the board.
I was going to say you did pretty well, didn't you? Because I read some of the bits that you put on Insta.
Like,
didn't like the Khorne guy lose all of his force, and you pretty much, well, obviously didn't.
In terms of what was killed by each army, he summoned a Bloodthirster as using his Blood Tithe points. And he had a 2,000 point army to start off with, and so did I. And out of his army, by the end of turn 5, I had annihilated everything, including the Bloodthirster. And he had killed in total 3 Blight Lords, 20 Plague Bearers, and 1 Rotbringer Sorcerer out of my entire army.
Is that obviously not down to saves? Is that just down to like resilience, like in rules?
It's the disease points and the fact that the army has an entire unconditional 5-up ward save.
Right. Yeah, you can't really argue with that. Well, is that well, you have ward as well, didn't it? So that's against mortal wounds and everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that they're unfair. They're not, because at the minute it just makes them really hard to deal with. And they are in a very, very good spot to be one of the better armies to play. But they're very slow, as in their speed.
Yeah.
Majority of the stuff is like 4-inch movement.
Which
So they're not going to be wandering around. They're not going to be wandering around the battlefield very quickly.
yeah, it depends on your opponent as well. Because if they're playing the objectives, then speed obviously can play a big part.
Because I was running just a single battle regiment, or whatever you want, whatever it's called, the standard thing, and I went for a 1-drop, so I was the one that was getting first turn, and ran everything forwards using the super easy, ferocious advance, and managed to get things sort of within just over a third of the way forwards. And then he just pushed everything forwards into me. Turn 2, he managed to get the double turn, so he was the one that progressed into me. But due to disease points, 5-up ward save, fleshy abundance, and the fact that my army also does mortal wounds at the end of the combat phase, they were so difficult to take down.
Can imagine.
And then I just pushed through.
That's it. It depends. It's like mortal wounds. It's like I know my ogres for sure suffer badly against mortal wound output. So if it's like when I played against Matt Stormcast, like the mortal wounds he was just giving to me ogres, I was like, ugh.
Yeah, they're not very fun to receive.
You're gonna have to let us know how you get on with Nemesis as well.
Oh, I will. I'll be posting it on my Instagram. Like, I probably won't. I probably won't do like a series of pictures and do them as a post. I'll do what I did last time, which was like just put them all in my stories.
Yeah.
So you can see just how screwed I am all the way through.
Yeah, that'll be cool to see. There you go. I think Gwen's almost done, really. Pretty straightforward stuff. I think there's like a little bit of stun he's doing. I still need to do the base as well, but let's just zoom in a bit. There you go. So
Nice.
Pew pew. Got a little bluish shoes as well. So yeah, I just need to do the base and a little bit of the lining in the hood.
She's not the same character as Gwenpool, is she?
No.
She just happens to have the same name.
Same name, I believe so. Yeah. Oh, I'll show you something else that I got today as well. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, shit. It really deserves a tune of some sort. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Cape is
Oh my
actually...
god, and it's a fabric cape as well.
Yeah.
Nice. That is so cool.
Yeah, so we've got this absolute awesome...
Where do you get these all from?
This one is from Forbidden Planet, I believe it's called. It's basically just
okay.
pre-ordered it, so it's just come out now. So I was like, yeah, so good. Because I went to IKEA and found a bookshelf that I'm actually going to get. So when I'm off, because I've got 2 weeks off soon, and I'm going to redo that the whole back here. So all that makeup stuff, the wife's stuff, that's going over there. And then I'm going to have the bookshelf behind me with all the board games on it. And the cabinet that I've got over there is going to go in the corner as well with the miniatures and other statues that I've got. So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool.
Nice. But you're still keeping downstairs as a nice little game room.
The table downstairs. It's the only place I can think of do at the moment, to be honest. Because I mean, the desk I've actually got right now could possibly be smaller. I wouldn't mind getting a stand-up desk as well. And you're like where you can just obviously just where it mechanically goes up and down kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just for health and other reasons because I'm sat down far too much. So I was thinking of getting that, but then I've only recently got this table, probably about 2 years ago. And there's nothing up with it. It's perfectly fine. And it'd be near impossible to get out of the room as well. So I'd have to dismantle the whole thing. So that's like effort.
Yeah, I don't think I have any chance of getting a new desk in here.
But yeah, and I could always try to get a table in here because the idea would be, like for YouTube videos and stuff, like background and all that. Ideally, I could always get like a little fold-out table and obviously, place it so it's like here kind of thing, fold-out table, and then obviously camera setup so everything's doing all that. But it also looks online. Starting talking with these guys actually who do custom mats and dice rollers, dice trays. So, just for the Dice Saga logo and stuff to go in. So I'm gonna get those underway as well, just to just to give it a go and start using it. That like Twilight Imperium games and other stuff. So
nice.
That'll be cool.
Can't wait to play some more Twilight Imperium. Can't wait to play some more Twilight Imperium.
I know Jono was saying the same as well. Same with Josh. Which is awesome though that we're all kind of just thoroughly enjoying it. So
it's a good game. I think though that at some point we will need to rotate it out for another game or something.
No, I mean it depends because I think probably. But I think with the people that we got, and I think it would be a staple in terms of we'll still play it, but the frequency, because we do it probably once a month at the moment. Because again, it's like a hell of a day. But
yeah.
Because I was speaking with Jono as well, and then what we said is that what we can look to do instead, not every time, but sometimes is play like a number of games rather than just the one.
Yeah.
It's different, bit of variety and stuff. Just like one weekend of variety of games, and then like the month after we'll do Twilight Imperium. The month after, rotate it kind of thing. Because I know Jono again. I know he loves Marvel United. He enjoyed the Black Plague. It's a Black Plague near the zombie side game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he enjoyed that. Obviously, we can give a few guys a go of Talisman as well, just having a bit of a game. Obviously, you've got Nemesis, we've got Alien as well, Aliens even. And then
I think that would be cool because I don't think a game of Nemesis could probably last. I don't think it's going to last as long as a Twilight Imperium game. So we could have Aliens and a game of Nemesis. Keep the theme.
Yeah, keep the theme the same. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, I think there are definite possibilities for that to actually try and get a few games in. So we just have to play it by ear though, really, and see how it goes. But I think Twilight Imperium we've got coming up on the 9th of April, and then after that, we'll try and get a few more, a bit of variety of different games in for the next session after that, probably. Because we've got Massive Darkness as well.
Yeah. I think
So-
I kind of hope you'll like it, and that's one of the games that I would really like to have every now and again. Is the gameplay. Do you like a proper campaign?
Oh yeah.
I know which character I'm going to choose as well when we have our game as well.
Nice. Who is
Got
it?
got a paladin that I want to play.
Ah, cool. To be honest, I was looking, but again, I don't. I need to go through all the characters, but because I've only seen like the barbarian guy. Is he he's barbarian, right? The warrior.
Yeah, barbarian or berserker or whatever you want to call him.
Yeah. I've seen that guy. I've seen the wizard, but I don't know what other classes they have then.
The shaman, which is sort of like an elemental. There's the ranger, which is obviously the ranged one. There's the paladin that does sort of like group buffs.
Right.
Then when you do the expansions, there's the tinkerer, which is based around like constructs and bombs and using equipment cards to forge little bits and pieces.
Interesting.
The necromancer that can gain power off killing powerful enemies, and you can also summon your own minions of skeletons.
So that's cool.
You've got the druids who have the ability to shapeshift into different forms.
Ooh.
There's the monks who have like chakra and stuff that they can build up, and they can also give, like in Marvel United, where you've got certain abilities that give a movement token or something to someone.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Okay.
One of the other base characters is rogue as well. What other ones were there? There was Tinkerer, Monk, Necromancer.
Well, I think for the base game, I'd probably go with the base game. You said there's a barbarian, there's a they'd say the ranger as well, wasn't that? Wizard.
Yeah.
I'd probably go.
Oh, Bard is one of the others. Sorry, Bard.
Oh, bad. That sounds. You would have to sing for every action you do.
I played as in my last quest, which was I think quest number 3. I played as a berserker and a bard, to get to mimic Dandelion and Geralt.
Oh yes, that's cool. Turn me on. Okay. I gotta love smudges.
You're still working on Gwen, sorry.
Yeah, I'm just doing a lining in a hood. It's a bit of a fiddly thing it is. So when I did Miles Morales as well, that was fun.
He's the one that's like he's got the black outfit and he's got red spider webs?
Yeah. So that was a bit of a pain. It looks great now because it's done, but doing it was a bit of a fiddly thing. Start this now for Gwen. Okay. Think I just need to touch up a little bit of the cheek where I kind of smudged, but apart from that, that's done apart from the base, so that's pretty cool.
So what's your next one that you're going to be working on for the sets?
Well, I've almost done. I've got 2 more to do with the Thor set. So that's the Valkyrie and is it Beta Ray Bill or something?
Mm.
So I've got those 2, and then that's the Thor set done. Because I've painted Thor, painted Loki, I've painted Krog. So then that's the Spider-Man set, the Thor set, the X-Men United set, obviously the starter set for the original Marvel stuff that's done. So they're all painted. I've painted a few random folks as well, like Venom and Rhino. And yeah, so I've painted quite a bit. So I think after Thor, after those 2 guys, I'll probably move on to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Because I want to try and get all the originals done, then move on to the other X-Men stuff.
Same. I think I want to get all of the Kickstarter and stuff like that done as well. So I've got like Doctor Strange, War Machine, all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
done.
I've done Doctor Strange. That's another one that I did. That's just because my brother wanted it doing. So that's the
He's an awesome character, though. Did you end up getting the amulet as ability?
Is that the Time Stone one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't exactly remember word for word what it does, but yeah. I remember
It's the one where the enemy plays with their master plan deck. Top card face up.
Yeah, that's the one.
I think that's easily one of the best abilities in the game.
I'd say.
It mitigates so much randomness from the turns.
To be honest as well, I've got still got Adam Warlock as well, and
oh yeah, I keep forgetting that he was one of the he was the exclusive one, wasn't he, from the last set?
And Yondu, is it?
Yondu. I had to get a new version of him from Simon because mine came without a left arm.
Oh dear. Tut tut. Yeah, so I'm going to look to just paint up those guys, and that's why I'm like with AOS, that's why I'm just like, oh, more armies, more stuff to paint, but really what I want to do is just focus on these guys, get them painted as much as I can do. But I think the Marvel United stuff, so that's just going to be a constant, like, long journey thing, rather than, like, you know, trying to get every single one done, like, before we move on to painting anything else.
Yeah.
It's just far too much. So, also, I want to paint, like, the Punisher as well, and, like, Luke Cage and Daredevil.
Yeah, all of those series have now turned up on Disney Plus, so I can actually give them a watch. Like Iron Fist and Jessica Jones and stuff as well.
Jessica Jones, that's another one, yeah.
And we've got Ms. Marvel popping up soon.
What was that?
The TV series Ms. Marvel.
Yeah, have you seen the trailer?
I've not, no, but like I only know of her from the character in Marvel United.
All right. Yeah, when I watched it, I was like, I wasn't impressed at all.
No?
No, I thought it looked absolutely pants. It just reminded me of like a kids show in a sense. It's just like.
The other one that I'm kind of interested to see is She-Hulk.
Yeah, that would be cool. For me, Moon Knight as well.
That's out next week, I think.
Yeah, was that 30th, I think?
Yeah.
That I can't wait for. I'm reading the
Oscar
comic book
Isaac
at the moment.
as well.
The latest issue of Moon Knight. So it's pretty cool. In fact, it's not pretty cool. It's probably one of the better ones that I've read, to be honest, just because it's just absolutely insane. Like the first issue and second issue, and just like how it's all coming together, but yet you're not sure what is reality, what isn't, and the way it's just really cool.
I have absolutely no idea about Moon Knight. So same with like Morbius. I've got no clue of the background of these characters.
No, well, to be honest, the films and all that stuff and series, it would be great to watch them as well. I mean, it's going to be great regardless, but
It's got Oscar Isaac in it, and I kind of like Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, he is cool. Well, basically, Moon Knight is like the guy. He's like the Fist of Khonshu, which is an Egyptian god.
Hmm.
And basically, Egyptian gods in this thing are a real thing. They were like I wouldn't say a deity as such. They were just like beings of power, extreme power, and they got trapped and locked away in this void, kind of time void. And what happens is he uses his influence to reach out to, obviously the Moon Knight guy, or the guy who becomes Moon Knight, and obviously speaks through him in their own like little time palace kind of thing, and he hears obviously Khonshu's like thoughts, and it's basically it's like the Fist of Khonshu, meaning he does his will, kind of thing, and he can come back to life by so if you did die, you'd be brought back to life and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Alejandro, the one who hypes himself, has returned. Hey, how is it going? In fact, you've just arrived almost when we're about to wrap up, so it's all good. And Matt had to shoot off a bit early as well. A wizard, what's this expression now? A wizard arrives just when he means to. What's the Lord of the Rings one? How
The
can I not
wizard
know
is
that?
never late. He arrives exactly when he
When
means
he
to.
means to. Exactly that, thank you. I'm blaming the tiredness. But yeah, the what's it called? The Massive Darkness.
No, he's lost his head.
You know, the Massive Darkness vid.
Hang on
That's
a sec, sorry.
All right.
Oh, my model fell on the floor and he lost his head.
Oh dear.
There it is. As a soldier, you must never lose your head.
Nope.
So go on anyway, you were saying.
No, sorry. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Massive Darkness. The vid's doing. It's actually doing rather well.
Yeah, I was saying when you said, "Oh, it's done 213," I was like, "Yeah, I'm number 213. I'm watching it right now."
Well, no, exactly. It's just like I think it's getting up there with some of the AOS ones we've done in the past, with about 1,000 mark.
Oh, is it already gone up that high?
Yeah, it's about 800 odd now.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah. That's why I want to try and get a bit more Massive Darkness, like we said, to play through the tutorial. Other bits like that would be cool. And plus, it's just an exciting game.
Oh yes.
I was actually half tempted to get it myself, but then I was like, no, be patient, play the game first, make sure you enjoy it. Sarah's bought the game.
All in as well, so you can
All in,
experience the
yeah.
full grandeur of Massive Darkness.
Exactly. Well, it might, obviously with your permission, of course, but I might look to borrow one of your zombie sites, just to give the guys a
You are
go.
very welcome to borrow Zombie Side.
Awesome. Thank you kindly. Because to be honest, I'm going to get this. I think I was torn between Invader and others that zombie side game to get, but then I think I've just narrowed it down to just getting the second edition, of the modern version.
And then we can play as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yes.
Yeah. Should be fun in its own right. Then don't they have the cowboy version coming out soon?
Yeah. Zombie Side, Dead or Alive.
Yeah. That'll be fun. And they've introduced horse riding, apparently, I think.
Yeah, they did.
It's really another interesting thing. But no, I am looking forward to, of course, Marvel Zombie Side. All in, stoked, cannot wait.
Gonna be awesome.
Galactus.
Oh yeah, you went for the all-in thing, didn't you, with
Yeah.
Galactus and whatnot?
I want everything.
The Devourer arrives.
Yeah, just finishing off Gwen's base at the moment. I think she's not actually called Gwen in the game though. In this game, I think she's called Shadow Spider or something, which is odd. But then again, I don't know the character all too well, to be honest.
Neither do I. That's the issue. Like, my friend knows everybody intimately inside and out, knows all the backgrounds and stuff like that. Even Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl, I know a little, but only a little. But, yeah, she seems to be able to defeat pretty much anyone, but nobody knows. Everyone's infuriated because they're not sure why or how she does it, but she does.
It's like the Rescue Rangers. She just wins all the time.
Well, she's got some pretty beefy abilities in the game, Squirrel Girl. You know, in Marvel United.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and same with the Duck as well. I can't remember his name.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck. That's it. Yeah. I did actually check out Old Man Logan. You know his card.
Oh yeah, I've not opened his cards or anything yet.
Yeah, they're very thematic, which is cool. Like retired and other bits like abilities, and you get like you could basically what happens is you kind of like build up tokens, attack tokens, and then he comes out of retirement pretty much, and then you can use them then. So it's like kind of stores your tokens, and then you can unleash. So it's more themed. It's not like I would say it's OP or anything like that. It's just more themed.
Wouldn't it be cool though to have a game with Wolverine, old Logan, and Weapon
X,
and First Class Wolverine.
That's it. I still need to do the Sinister Six as well. I still need to fight against them. I haven't fought against them yet.
I fought against them, but we did the thing wrong for them when we played.
Oh, crack. Okay.
Visceral genocidal rage. What are these things, Alejandro? And is one of them elves?
Elves and Tau. I know those two. Unless you're gonna say high elves, dark elves, wood elves. List all the different type of elves. Santa
and Tau elves.
Did you say Santa elves as well?
No, Tau elves.
Tau elves. I was gonna say you can't be that freaky. Both of us living at Dutton Court seeing the same thing as well. That's crazy, that though.
Practically neighbours.
Yeah. No way.
Not quite sure what this thing is that I've got here. Where did I put all the... Oh, it's right underneath them. What the heck is it? Number 8. An LMG loader backpack with spare barrels. Ah, okay. I guess I should probably put that on my LMG guy then.
How's this show you? You're assembling your units.
I'm just doing a unit 5 at the minute. Like, I have no idea what their points costs are. I have no idea how they're supposed to have loadouts. I'm just making them how I want them to look.
Yeah. Fair enough.
got one guy doing the little hand gesture. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you
Hold
can
on,
see.
let me just
He's doing the little Italian hand gesture.
Oh, doing that.
Yeah, he's doing that with his hand as he's running. Curse you!
Yeah. Where's my Papa John's?
Don't be racist now.
That's not racist, that's just an accent. There's a difference.
Some really nice customizable stuff on here, but some bits of it are really tiny. Like you can put goggles on their helmets, but the goggles are tiny. And everybody knows the goggles do nothing. Okay, literally a pair of goggles has just fallen out of my hands. I don't know where it's gone.
Oh no.
The goggles really did do nothing.
Alejandro, so number 5, the number 6 for the Squirrel Girl. Really? Squirrel Girl's not you? Fair play, fair enough. Number 3, Tau. Number 2, all elves except Santa elves. Yeah, those guys rock. Too right, they do. Number 1, all things related to Neon. Was it Neon Genesis?
Evangelion.
Well, a good job you pronounced that, because I've been murdered for me trying to pronounce that.
Yeah, but which version? Version 1, version 2.0, version 2.76, or whatever versions they've got.
Hey, Matt.
I'll have a bit of Rei Ayanami and stuff like that, or whatever her name is.
Hey. Say Gwen. I keep saying, well, yeah, just call her Gwen now. Balls. Gwen's coming along fine. Where is my Corvus Black? I bloody adverts keep popping up. What is
Corvus
this?
Black is one of my favourite colours for using on the Marvel stuff.
It is rather good. So I've been using the Black Templar contrast. It's served me well. So all my paints been contrast.
Black Templar, Basilicanum Grey, and Plague Bearer Green. I think. And Flesh Terror Red. I think they're my favourite contrast paints.
That's fair. Good shot. Right, and then I think just need to do a bit more of a dark shade for the brick wall. And then she's done. Huzzah! Another one bites the dust. I'm gonna get to you. Where are you? Oh, did I put it away? God damn it.
Do another one with a satchel. I was going to do some dry brushing later, but I think once I've done this, I'll probably just take a picture of the changes that I've done to the bolt action stuff, and then put that up as a picture.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of tags or anything to put on it for, except like Italian and bolt action and World War II and stuff like that.
Mm. There you go, Alejandro's answer.
Every single one. Oh yeah. Like one of my absolute favorite things is the constant reboots of it. Yeah, I get that the way that Evangelion is supposed to be is, like the ending to each one of them is supposed to be like a reset.
Mm.
But I just can't stand it. The constant resets.
Sorry, it's flipping. Things
I
driving me
watched
insane.
1.0 and that
Abyss.
was enough for me. Everybody turned into fizzy orange soda.
Oh, you love it when you just miss the slightest bit.
Oh yeah, I always find that after I've just set up a background, taken some pictures of it, loaded it up to Instagram, and then when I take a look at the picture, oh hang on, I've missed that bit.
Like 90% of the people won't even see it or notice it. You're like, I know it's there. It's staring at me. So next week, Hobby Hangout might not be on as well.
Oh?
Matt, I think he has some family over, and then I think I might not be available either. So that'll be a question mark for next week.
Oh, I'm actually away on holiday as well, so that kind of works out.
Well, there you go. I think it's written itself then. Yeah, I'm going to try.
It was in the stars.
Oh, I've got a few more. Oh, stop be racist, Chris. Oh, Alejandro there. Also, don't be racist, Chris. Racist? What on earth are you chatting about? The robot said just meant to steal more money from stupid weebs. How to think anime who quotes the bad boy smart. Oh, I'll tell you what, I could. One thing I could do with desperately is a sleep. A good long sleep. Got up at like 5 this morning. The day before it was at 4. So, yeah. In need of some power naps.
There we go. I've made the alternate version of the tank there with my little dude popping out the top.
Oh, let me just change view. There you go.
I need to get a new camera, that one that actually focuses. Because look, it's focusing on that stuff in the background.
No,
not
it's true.
the foreground. There he is.
No, that's cool.
So more pictures on my Instagram later.
So sleeping is for the weak.
Yeah.
Alejandro, how old are you again? I think you said you were in your early 20s, late teens, was it? So I think you've got a bit of an age gap on you.
Yeah, give it 10 years and then you'll be sleeping for a week.
Yeah, got a bit of grey coming in now. I can see a few strands of grey on the side. I got a grey beard coming in. So,
see, before I dyed my hair, I actually had a streak of white. Like, it wasn't from age, because
stress.
Yeah, well, I didn't kind of, but somebody threw a brick at my head.
Oh wow!
And the impact on my head, I lost all the pigment to the hair in that area.
Oh wow! No.
So I kind of thought I kind of like to think of it as like when it grew out, you could see like a silver streak in my hair.
It'd
And
be
it
like
looked
a
kind of like
rogue
Rogue.
from X-Men. You were
Yeah.
there. So whereas the faceless one was here and he had to retreat because he was summoned by his children, or maybe one of them.
The pink horrors.
Yes.
Oh, look at my orcs. I love the sight of them on the board.
Yes, very nice. Very nice.
I did not, however, like going up against that Cities of Sigmar army.
No. Oh, right. Let's see where's this drying coming along. Is it nice? Yeah, it's good. It's going good. Cool. Alright, let's wash the base. And yes, Agrox Earth Shade. I think that is always a rather good call. I've got a game of Talisman Batman tomorrow.
Nice.
Again, yeah, slowly introducing it to the guys and, you know, like other types of board games and stuff. So I know Marvel United is a staple now that I know they like it, and because they're not full-on board gamers or anything, so but they are actually quite enjoying it. So the Danny who's going to be coming, it'll be his first time playing it. For Joe and Aaron, it'll be their second. So it'll be interesting, to say the least, because they both enjoyed it. I think, hopefully, well, Aaron really enjoyed it. Joe did too, but he's also absolutely tired as hell when he arrived. So he's hoping to have a bit more energy this time around when he shows up. Yeah, mate, going grey. Going grey.
Oh my Christ.
Oh man, yeah, I'm looking forward. You got 2 weeks, and then I'm off for 2 weeks. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Just pure that hobby. Sort out this room, get some videos done, get some painting done, try to get as much gaming in as possible as well. Yeah, hopefully it's just gonna be good times. I might be going to Edinburgh as well. Well, just south to Roslyn Chapel. So that might be fun. It's strange because my dad's basically he's from Glasgow. He's got a hint of a Scottish accent. Well, I think I'm just immune to it now, but I think it's just a little hint of Scottish accent. When we watched like new family videos when we were younger, and the accent is so thick, I don't have a hint of a Scottish accent whatsoever. So, but yeah, it's a bit of a news. So, but anyway, yeah. So we're going to Edinburgh. It's somewhere that he wants to go. So figured we'd just go and take him and to this place and see what it's like.
Nice. Well, I have now completed my leader, who literally all I did was I just stuck him on a plastic base. And I've got 5 Italian guys and my tank with both variations completed.
Ah, cool. Oh, yeah. No, you've done a good job then tonight. Got through quite a lot.
Mm-hmm. I've still got another 25 soldiers to
Oh,
build.
right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's
Great.
like 30 that you can build out of the box, and I've made 5. I was just
Alright.
trying to give them like a little bit of character because they're my first 5.
Of course.
And then like I'll probably do like the another unit of the black shirts, which are the ones with the fezzes, and see how it goes from there. The current
Fair.
unit that I've built is like one sergeant or whatever rank they're supposed to be, doing his little pointing thing, saying "There's the enemy over there," as if you couldn't tell. That's where all the bullets are coming from. Then I've got one guy who's got a LMG with his backpack and spare bullets and stuff, and then the other 3 have got rifles.
Nice. Well, you've been assembling, and I've been painting. So this is Gwen now. Oh, whatever you want to call
Spider-Gwen, Spider-Gwen.
her. So she's coming along quite nicely. Well, she's pretty much done, to be honest. I'm just tidying up the brickwork, and that's about it. Pew pew. Pew pew.
I think she's one of the characters that I don't have because I don't have the Spider-Man box.
Oh, yeah, Spider-Verse one. But yeah, that's all of them done, because I'm going to get it out now and show you.
Did you do Spider-Ham?
Huh?
Did you do Spider-Ham?
Oh, no. No, it's funny, it didn't come with this box. I think you can get him, but it's not the one that I managed to get. But yeah, so I've done the Green Goblin. No, you can see that.
That looks cool.
Yeah, so it's like, pew. Oh, that's underneath. So I've done that guy, which I really enjoyed doing. Obviously, Spider-Man. He's done. I really enjoyed painting Spider-Man, of course. Spent a bit of time on that guy, and then I've also done Miles Morales, and then
there's another one, isn't there? That's in the Kickstarter. I think it's
Yeah,
Spider-Man
there-
2099. Is it?
yeah, there is, yeah. And then there's Gwen. So yeah, all of them pretty much done now. Huzzah! Yeah. And then the Thor box is up next. So I've got Valkyrie and Beta Ray Bill, and then that's the Thor box done. And then I'm thinking either Black Panther or Guardians of the Galaxy.
Black Panther's quite cool. I like that one.
Winter Soldier.
Don't forget he's got a metal hand. I did. People were asking me on Instagram, like, why have you painted the Winter Soldier with like fleshy fingers on his left arm? I'm like, oh yeah, he's got a metal arm, hasn't he?
Oh man, that's it. I've got my Batman talisman, or talisman Batman. I keep saying that anyway, but talisman Batman. So I've still got those to paint. I will paint them eventually, just because it is a fun game, and I know the guys like it, and plus it's painting the Joker. I mean, I'm painting Two-Face and Penguin and Batman himself, and so come on, you got to, right? So yeah, I'll be painting those guys soon, but they're like way down the line. But you know, so we've got obviously got Thanos. So you've painted Thanos, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I painted that one. They're pretty nice. I like them ones.
Yeah, I got plenty more to get on with. My old Skaven army. It's lost quite a lot of games.
It needs a new book. It's one of the really outdated books now.
Yeah, I mean it's yeah. Again, it was just a legacy army for me. So, let's put the card back in the box.
Was that the one you were using for color reference?
Yeah. I've basically used that as well as just going on Google and seeing like the professional paintings and all that stuff. So, seeing how they've gone about it. sure I don't get paint on the box. Nobody
You don't
wants
need to
that.
worry too much about like painting them to such a high quality or anything, because the cool thing about them is that once they're painted, it elevates the look of the game so
Oh.
much.
Yeah, it does. I mean, to be honest, the ones I've spent most time on are the characters that obviously I find most appealing to me. So, for instance, like Wolverine, Cyclops, a lot of the X-Men, to be honest, I spent quite a bit of time on. And then where else now? Spider-Man, I spent quite a bit of time on him, and a few others. But it's like to be honest though, even though I spend a bit less time on some of the other miniatures, they still turn out great. And as you say, the once they're painted, it does elevate the game. So, yes. But I think, I don't know about you, Sarah, but I'm done for the night because it is now, just gone 10 past 11 here.
Yeah, I think it's about time for me to retire and then get some sleep.
So I'd like to thank you to everyone who has obviously watched throughout, also those who've come in, also dropped out and all that jazz, and for those who'll be watching after the fact once this is now no longer live. So yes, thank you all for obviously popping by, joining the Hobby Hangout, because it's always great fun to have you guys here, and obviously go check out our latest board game content as well as the AOS campaign that we've got going on. If you want to know any more or talk to us directly, also, you can do it on comments in YouTube. You can also do it in Instagram and also join in our Discord. But anyway, alas, it is time to go and sleep because it's much needed and I will waffle more. So have a good night all, take care, and don't forget, let the dice tell the story.
Bye.
Bye.